right, and we're on episode 49. I hope it's going to be a good one. We have a game coming up against the Suns. Checked out their roster last time, but I forgot. Oh yeah, Westbrook and Anthony. Should be able to beat them. Wow, Jordan Crawford is playing instead of Buddy Hield. Both, Jordan Crawford is currently a Pelicans player, and Buddy Hield got traded in that DeMarcus Cousins trade, who is now, of course, at the Golden State Warriors. Looks like Valanciunas is injured. Yep, so is Michael Beasley. I played with Michael Beasley in a 5-on-5 blacktop, I think yesterday or a couple days ago. And I think he ended up with the most points on my team. Probably like 8 or 9. He made 2 threes, so that's 4 points because they count for 2. Anyways, let's check out this. Alright, medium should be good, low. I think I'm going to rest Udo and Bradley today. Or else I'm going to have to train them just like Wade at low or very low the rest of the season. It's not something that we want. And all of these guys at very high, of course. So Wesley Johnson, I think, didn't he make an assist and got a rebound? And I think he might even have got 2 points in the 2 minutes that he played. I'm going to check it out right now in the box score. Right here, got Wesley Johnson. Okay, no buckets. He missed a 3-pointer, but it was like the shot clock was running out, so he was being heavily contested. He got 1 rebound in 3 minutes. But defensively, he did okay. He did let them score a 3. Offensively, didn't really see him much with the ball. I don't know. If we end up winning again by a good margin, this game will put him in again. And because this is already the 3rd day of his 10-day contract, I think. All right, so I think they're about to ask us about the the team relocation, and I think I'm gonna stick to my initial plan of just no comment, even though the owner is gonna be a little mad at us. I don't really like lying. Alright, we're probably going to have a talk with the owner soon. He's probably going to be pretty angry about that. Alright, so let's go to the Suns and put up a good game plan for them. We got Russell Westbrook, clearly smother, deny, baseline. Let's go under here and under here. Let's do a hard hedge on both of those. Let's do some help. Tag on roll, help no rotation on the screens. Let's play him like this. Yeah, that should be good. Valanciunas, he's pretty good at scoring. I played against him in the last blacktop game that I played before this episode. And he was getting some rebounds. He even got a put-back dunk. So we're going to do, let's start off with tight, force him to the baseline. I think he can shoot a 3 if he needs to, but this is just a 3-point shooter. We'll do moderate and deny and go over. On-ball screens and off-ball as well. Michael Beasley will do tight, moderate, on-ball, and stay behind him in the post. And Carmelo Anthony will do deny and smother. On-ball screen. He's getting a little slower. Let's go over. Let's see how that goes. And on this one as well. I don't know Richaun Holmes too well. Shabazz Muhammad will do moderate. Start with that. This guy will do tight, moderate. Force him to the baseline. And go under on these both. Dragan Bender. Can he shoot threes? I don't know. I'm not sure about this guy. We'll just keep it like this for now. Brandon Jennings will do smother, moderate. Jordan Crawford, force it to the middle, go over. I don't know Justin Anderson too well. So Justin Anderson was traded with the Cavs, I think. He came from the Cavs. I don't know him too well. Isaiah Cannon, he's decent. Can he shoot a three? I think so, like an open three. Let's do tight. Let's force him to the middle. Over on an off-ball screen. All right, and now the only thing they want us to change is this. So looks like our own default, our own new default tactics are pretty good for playing against this team. But I am still going to check out the team comparison here. Athleticism, creating own shot, and attacking the basket. Oh yeah, I remember. So we'll do conservative aggression, protect the paint. No, neutral aggression should be good because both of our athleticism is completely full, green. Blocks, post defense. Yeah, that's why they only have one suggestion for our game plan. Average tempo should be fine. Let's do neutral defensive aggression. Valanciunas is injured, and so is Michael Beasley. I don't think they're going to play. A knee injury, I don't think he can play through that. And this guy got a broken leg for 6 months. Alright, so let's see if anything happened here. Any more trades? Nope. Henry Ellison is still the last move that anybody made going down to the G League. Is he the first player here to get sent to the G League? Rather than like the beginning of the season? Yep. Henry Ellison. Let's have a look here at their team with power forwards. You got Kaminsky, Thaddeus Young. Winslow can play power forward. Got Henry Ellison here. He's just their worst rated player. I guess that's why. Anything else I want to check out before I start this game right now? Nope. Let's go. Oh, almost forgot to do something. Suns defensive rating. Okay, he's good. Crawford is bad. Bender is bad. And Holmes is bad. Is there a projected lineup that team? Yeah. So Crawford, Bender, and Holmes. So we're gonna have to go through those three guys. Oops. Which will be Avery Bradley, his first time as the top. We'll keep it at Lillard.
It's the 2K Sports pregame
Lillard,
show.
Marketing. Just keep it like that.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports.
All right,
Moments
let's
away,
go.
it'll be the Indiana
Team chemistry
Pacers going up
69
against
again.
the Suns in Phoenix. And the Suns going through a bit of a rough stretch. They need some wins to start adding up here in a hurry. More or less half the season behind us, and they are still struggling to prove they can contend. And now around the halfway point, the novelty of the new season has died down, and we're still a long way from the playoffs. Shaq, how do the players maintain focus through the stretch? How do you maintain focus?
Well,
Have
easy.
you maintained
well,
focus?
Easy. You're a pro, Ernie. Do your job. That's your job.
There you go.
You know, and not only that, you got to be a real competitor. You got to want to compete.
Yeah, good coaching, and the veterans can help you through this because the veterans have been here before. They can kind of lead you and guide you.
You feel focused right now?
Not at all.
No. Do you feel focused right now?
Never.
Well, that makes three of us.
Tell him sit down. Be humble.
It's game time in Phoenix as the crowds look to cheer on their hometown Suns. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And David Aldridge will be on our sideline tonight reporting. And, of course, Dwayne Wade. Despite what he brought to this team in his absence, they've really taken off.
Skipping that.
It caught me a little off guard, I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team, and really the last guy I expected to see them move.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Nate McMillan took over as coach of the Pacers last season. Now, his previous head coaching job had been 5 seasons prior. He said, now, there's a lot of old school in me, but I do understand you have to adapt with this generation of players, the millennials, and how you communicate. They want to bring that old school discipline to this team. Kevin?
Thanks, David. It's great to have a mix of those things. Adapt or die, as they say. In what should be an exciting game to watch, 2 of the most athletic teams in the league. Doris, what are the keys in this one?
Well, you'd think it would be about the pace, but to me, when there's this level of athletic ability, it's about the execution and patience on offense, and certainly you've got to sprint back in transition defense.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
And the Pacers start off with the ball. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. We've got Udoh. Markkanen is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Bradley, and it's Lillard in at the point. Now, here's Lillard. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Lillard's got the game
Ready to
going
go.
with the first basket for the Pacers. For 3, Westbrook. Pacers with the rebound. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The
Let's go,
defense
Westbrook.
was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
And here are the Suns now.
Woo! And Lillard with
Lost
the board.
against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, just the tremendous effort on their part. They competed hard, but just couldn't get over the hump.
I think
All right, there you got a bucket and an assist.
There, and it's always difficult to lose those nip and tuck games.
Now Lillard following Dragan Bender's three-point attempt. Lillard outside. 6 to shoot. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. they are strong.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Oh, just very good offensive execution. Couldn't have asked for a better shot.
And it's Bradley up the drive, and he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Well, you look back at the history of the Phoenix Suns, and they have had some incredible players suit up for them.
Well, you think Sir Charles, one of the famous names that have played for the franchise, but Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire, Sean Marion, Dan Marley, Kevin.
Nice,
Johnson.
Bradley.
You're talking about some great
Okay,
players.
so he can shoot, get buckets.
Bradley no good on the free throw.
Well, Kevin, how about
can't
the
get
remarkable
buckets.
improvement of Avery Bradley over time? Once strictly a dominant defender, this guy can make threes, he can drive the lane. There isn't an aspect of the game where he hasn't.
I'm happy about this
Here's
trade, to be
Lillard
honest.
Following Russell Westbrook's three. Lillard attacking. Here's Udo. The kick out to Barnes. Lillard dishes
That's
to
it.
Udo. Holmes with the steal. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Ball's knocked loose. Over Lillard. Westbrook missing again.
Well, he carves out the space he needs, just the finish was not good.
Pass to Udo.
Oh,
On the wing, Barnes. Covered by Anthony. Barnes against Anthony. And he could not hit that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And Doris, not a lot of assists for Harrison Barnes throughout his career. For you, is that a concern?
Not really, Kev, because his job with this team is to score the basketball. The other thing you like, this is a guy who keeps his turnovers low. Doesn't like to freelance and do too much.
First one falls for him.
A really solid free throw shooter. The team would like to see Barnes get to that line more often.
Justin Anderson, he's checked in for Rashad Holmes. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And when you look at Harrison Barnes' game offensively, Doris, where does he have to improve?
I think one thing is he needs to become more of a heat.
All right.
Get into their body.
Still got to get used to Bradley's
With his
release on the
strength,
free
his
throw.
explosiveness. You'd like to see him shooting more free
Somebody just got
throws.
subbed out? Got 2 fouls?
Now here's Bradley.
Yeah, Holmes,
They had
right?
a 12-point
Yep.
outing in their last game against Cleveland. He feeds it to Markkanen.
And they're playing Anthony at the power forward.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Markkanen's got his second bucket of the night.
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height. D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
Anderson against Barnes. Outside Westbrook. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Udo
Let's
puts
go.
one up. And when you watch Russell Westbrook play, he's one of the most competitive players in the NBA.
And with the way he attacks the rim and plays with just no abandon, I mean, this guy is no joke. Absolutely wills himself and his team to just do things that few others can, and relentless from the
Didn't need
first
to foul him there.
to the last whistle.
Bradley. Anderson with the block.
How easily does this young man get off the floor? Anderson sends it back with postage.
Anthony kicks to Crawford. The Suns need to get a shot off. It's good from long range. Bradley's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, listen, though Dragan Bender is still filling out his frame, he can fill it up on the catch and shoot. There's no worries about that part.
Now, here's Markkanen. Coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. Here's Udo. And Udo with the stuff.
Well, Kev, that's the court vision of Avery Bradley. Remarkable.
Okay,
how
so
he
Bender can
finds
shoot
his
threes.
wide
That's what I
open
thought.
teammates on a consistent basis.
Suns trail by 4. Outside Westbrook. Shoots over Lillard. And it's Westbrook missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going.
Not blocking that.
And Lillard kicks to Markkanen. Back to Lillard. Barnes passes to Lillard. It's Bradley on the wing. Pass to Udo. Feeds to Markkanen. Over Anthony. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Here's Westbrook. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Westbrook's got 9.
I'll tell you this, it doesn't matter if the defender's bigger, stronger, Russell Westbrook doesn't care. He's going to make a shot.
And Lillard kicks to Markkanen. There's the pick.
Still got that before the shot clock.
Rebounded by Anthony.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Crawford, no one around him. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Pacers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Bradley, no one around him. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Bradley's got his second bucket. Anderson outside. Passes to Carmelo. Goes up off the pick. Got a piece of it.
And how about Markkanen using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
Of course, what an honor.
Jump shot with Bradley again.
Hall of Fame, something not many of us can say. What does that kind of honor do for the confidence for you personally going forward?
You know what, Providence College is a place that means a great deal to me. So what that Hall of Fame induction did was just remind me of all the special memories that I shared with my teammates and close with
Let's go
today. And Kevin, you know this. You know, if you've ever been inside a locker room, it's those moments when you're laughing until your stomach hurts. I'd say we were the Hall of Fame fun team. That's what I'd say.
I think we're on the fun team here on 2K. Here's Barnes, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Udo with the ball. Anthony on him. Second chance shot. He lays it in. And the Pacers lead by 6.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Westbrook dishes to Bender. Westbrook with a screen for Bender. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. The good-looking shot from the wing. Anthony's got his first basket of the night.
Well, if you let Melo get his feet set, turn the lights off.
There's the pick. Lillard, the pass to Barnes. To the wing right side. And here's Udo. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Crawford is screen on Lillard off the pick. And it's Anthony getting it to go.
You can see Russell Westbrook building the confidence of his teammates, fires it to them when they're open.
And Udo with the stuff.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Now here's Anderson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Lillard against Westbrook. Doesn't go for him. Pacers leading by 4. Lillard outside. They set the pick. Markkanen kicks to Lillard. Off the pick. And Lillard throws it down.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Just great timing on that play, too, guys. Makes it impossible for the defense to react.
Let's go, Dame.
To Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
Here's Bender. That's good. And so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Bender's got 5 now.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Bradley kicks to Udo.
Let's go.
Stolen by Westbrook. From 10 feet out, Here's Anthony, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, great scorers just have that knack. Get inside, it's either a bucket or a trip to the free throw line. You know, it's kind of cool looking back at the career Carmelo Anthony has enjoyed. He helps his college team to their first ever title. He's a 10-time All-Star in the NBA. And the list just keeps on going for Melo. It's awesome.
So the Pacers call timeout. They're first of the game. And Doris, everyone's going to want Melo to deliver and win a title, but he's done so much and won at so many different levels, he shouldn't have anything else left to prove.
No, I couldn't agree more, Kev. He's a proven scorer at the NBA level. He's got multiple golds in international play. And Melo just one of 3 guys to score 10,000 points with 2 different teams. Elvin Hayes and Kareem are the only 2 others.
So for the Suns, Muhammad, he's checked in for Justin Anderson. Hield comes in for Jordan Crawford. And it's Jennings in for Russell Westbrook. That free throw missing. And beyond his ability to shine on the basketball floor, you have to commend Carmelo Anthony's effort, Greg, to get NBA players and other athletes more involved in making the world a better place.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done, but guys like Melo see what is beyond the world of basketball. He's spoken out as well as done the legwork of being active in his communities. And a lot of charity.
Did not expect that.
It's just nice to see
Melo
the
missing a free
process play out.
Pause, no luck.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Now Beverly, following the miss by Brandon Jennings from deep. There's the pick. Now Beverly, taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Count it.
Boy, that's how to do it. Just go strong. Don't settle for a jump shot when the defense is flat-footed. Nice.
1:30 left in the first quarter. Outside Jennings. Clock at 6. Bender with the screen for Jennings. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Indiana leading by 6. Here's Beverly. 1:03 left here in the first quarter. Patterson dishes to Neal. Patterson against Anthony. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Dragan Bender. And the Pacers operating in a smaller market. Some cost restraints for this franchise.
Right. This is not a team that can pay the luxury tax. It's not necessarily a free agent destination either. Those are challenges, but they have remained very competitive over the years.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for the Suns. And Patterson drops them both.
I tell you, as good as he is at the line, it allows him to invite contact when he's down low.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Anthony, the pass to Hield. Shoots over Neal. Hield can't hit. Indiana leading. There's the dish to Ariza. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Jennings.
Westbrook is out, so focusing on players is not
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Beverly with the ball. To the middle. Here's Patterson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Pacers lead by 8.
Well, we know that Patrick Patterson can step away and be a force as a face-up guy, but still plenty dangerous inside.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
I think that's going to count.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor. But
yeah, definitely.
Replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Indiana Pacers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And Russell Westbrook, a guy who has faced some criticism, but also a guy who is extremely critical of himself.
It's tough, and I'm still learning every night to be able to come out, to know when to score, to know when to pass, to know when to be aggressive, to know when to slow down. It can be tough at times because I want to do so well, and I want my teammates to do so well, and I want to win so bad.
They have to love the competitive attitude, the desire to be great, not just for himself, but for his teammates too.
And the emphasis on winning. That's why so many people in the league feel that it's just a matter of time before Westbrook puts those finishing touches on his game.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break
I have
down
that
the
too
guys
sometimes.
we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Well, already in the first
All right,
period,
good game so far, up by
to
6.
get this offense ramped up.
I think
Jennings is pretty
control
good.
the tempo so far, and I know it's early, but it helps to have this kind of lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Indiana, we've got Patrick Beverly, Spencer Hawes out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Neal in at the shooting guard. And the first one drops. Doris, a lot of great catch-and-shoot players in this league, but who's the best right now creating space for his shot off the dribble?
I'd say respectively.
If there's one thing I'm good at, it's drawing fouls. Just timing the shot perfectly.
A little bit differently. Obviously, it's the handle of Kyrie Irving
In the
and
paint.
his ability to not only navigate tight spaces, but his ability to finish with both hands and the creativity and the English sometimes necessary for Steph Curry. It's the majesty and the danger of guarding the three-point shot, which then he combines with that ability to shake and bake and go off the dribble. Really tough contains both of them.
I like how you mentioned the finish, because the finish sometimes you can get in there and make it look great, but you can't get the two.
You got to put the points on the board, baby.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, it may not be the era of the center in the NBA, but Jonas Valanciunas has something to say about that. He said, I try to make sure they don't forget about centers. I'll keep reminding them. The league is full of guys that can do different things, but I still think you need a center that can rebound the ball and score in the low post. I agree. Kevin?
Well, the centers are still important, David. Good to see Valanciunas making his presence felt in the paint. And Richaun Holmes gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Ha!
And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, kicks to Neal. He dishes it to Ariza. Indiana moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Hawes inside, guarded by Holmes. Hawes, no luck. And Muhammad kicks to Green. It's stolen by Ariza. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Suns trail by 8. Ariza brings the double. Hield kicks to Green. Nails the wide open jump shot. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, he's a guy that can adapt and adjust to any defense he's up against. It's really something to watch.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Jennings against Beverly. Here's Hawes. He doesn't hit that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
Yeah, and for two squads that
making a lot of
each other
jumpers
all that well, this should be an intriguing battle.
Right, in a matchup where you don't see the opponent often, there should be a lot of surprises. I don't know what to expect.
And that one drops.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6.
He's missed all his shots so far, Hawes.
set the pick. Beverly for three. Drains the three-pointer. Beverly's got 5 points in the quarter.
I tell you, there are players who can get thrown off when they're that wide open, but this guy keeps his cool and doesn't rush it.
Holmes, that's a screen. Out that one, the Indiana lead has been cut down now to just 5 in the bucket from Jennings. The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Now here's Beverly. He has 7. Patterson. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Holmes, that's a screen. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Again, Jennings missing. And Beverly kicks to Hawes. And now double digits on that bucket. And now it's a 10-point Pacer lead.
Staying on Jennings.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
And the Pacers still looking for their first NBA
Yeah, we're up by
title,
10.
3 titles, as we know, for the franchise.
I'm bringing back in some starters right now.
9 seasons with the ABA.
Lillard is
they
coming
made
back
the
in.
finals 5 times. Now, granted, there were only about 10 teams in the league, but that's still pretty impressive.
Justin Anderson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Russell Westbrook comes in for Brandon Jennings. At the tip, great positioning.
I tell you, they better work out harder on the defensive end to box him out. He's going to live on those second chances.
Here's Lillard. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Doris, we're in that kind of in-between area. You know, the luster of the season opener has now worn off. Not yet quite to the All-Star break. Crunch time, of course, is still a ways away. How do players go about maintaining that focus here at the midseason?
You know, I think this is interesting. If you're chasing greatness, we hear that expression a lot.
Ooh, almost got the and one over Westbrook there.
I don't think focus is ever at issue. If you're the Golden State Warriors in the season, you have an opportunity to win 73 games. Focus is never an issue. What's fascinating to me is, can young players sustain attention for the 82-game grind, particularly those rookies? That is the group of players for whom I think it is most difficult.
Second free throw, no good.
And up and down this Suns roster, there is a ton.
Bad foul.
One of the younger teams in our league last season, and that was weighted with Tyson Chandler's age. A lot of young players looking to make their mark here in the NBA.
Udoh gets the bucket. Udoh's got 8.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Green dishes to Westbrook. Phoenix, no good that time either. And last season, the Suns broke their franchise record for the youngest starting 5 the team has put on the court.
It looked like they just tapped it in their own basket.
And with those young lineups, you could see the benefits, but also the concerns. I mean, they got a lot of extended looks at young players, and this team figures to have a bright future. But let's face it, there were some inconsistent stretches because of that youth. It's always difficult for a young group to learn how to become efficient and effective in the half court.
Cannon kicks to Westbrook. And here's Anderson for 3. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Here is Lillard. A 26-point game for him in the win against Cleveland.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
Clock at 4. Udoh kicks to Patterson. It's good from long range. Patterson's got the lead up to 12 now for Indiana.
Well, the nice rise and fire on the jumper. Patterson taking advantage of the space given.
Holmes, that's a screen. Westbrook against Lillard. And the rejection by Udoh.
just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And Lillard kicks to Brown.
Nice.
They set the pick. In the corner, it's Patterson. And the Pacers, another three.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Yeah, you can't let this kind of run continue. Really need to go back to the basics.
No, exactly. I think it's impossible to let this momentum continue. Let's see what they can come up with in the timeout.
Ooh, that's 3 threes now for Patterson. And we're up by 15.
And the Suns making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Then for the Pacers, Markkanen, he's checked in for Patterson. And it's Barnes in for Trevor Ariza. Suns trail by 15. And Anderson has it in the corner. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Let's go.
Got his 4th assist with that last
Put the
one.
focus on Westbrook.
There's the screen. And Lillard kicks to Markkanen. Phoenix grabs the miss. Holmes got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Down low. And Anderson gets it to go. Anderson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Now really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, you know, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
If you allow Russell into the mid-range game, he is lethal.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. Now here's Anthony. He's guarded close. It's rebounded by Udoh. Udoh's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game. Cannon kicks to Westbrook. The kick out to Anderson. Holmes, that's a screen. Shoots off the screen. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Bradley with 6 points. He got 12, I think, last one.
Exactly
last
how
game.
You want to defend the mid-range shot.
Hey, close out on Avery.
Got a piece of it. Here's Udoh. He kicks it to Bradley. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 3. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Lillard's got 12.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Westbrook against Lillard. That's in, and the Pacer lead was cut down to 13. Good ball from Westbrook.
I like to watch Russell Westbrook mix it up inside. This guy
Let's
can
go.
jump, shoot, drive,
And
or
it's
if you
quiet
give him
in
a close
Phoenix.
window, he'll finish that as well.
And there's the feed to Markkanen. Westbrook against Lillard. Anderson outside. From outside the arc, Markkanen pulls it in.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumps.
And Lillard kicks to Bradley. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. With this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist has been coming from tonight between the front and back court for Indiana.
You know, the play of their guards has been something to highlight. You love to see the backcourt contributing.
It's really 3 turnovers for
They're
Lillard.
looking to make things easier for everyone. You see your bigs run the floor a little bit harder, and those things become contagious.
What is he doing out of bounds, yo?
Now Holmes. 12 points his last outing. Westbrook kicks to Anderson. Back to Westbrook. Westbrook double team. The 15-footer. And with that shot, the Indiana leads collected just 11 points in the basket from Anderson. Indiana's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. And Nate McMillan with a solid track record as head coach in Seattle and Portland before taking over the Indiana Pacers.
Well, think about it. Before this job, 12 seasons, all coaching in the Northwest. And that goes along with 12 seasons as a player, all with the Sonics. He actually earned the nickname Mr. Sonic for almost 2 decades in Seattle.
Westbrook with it. Lillard picks him up. And with that shot, the Indiana Leafs go down to 8 on the bucket for Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook finding the sweet spot, and at this point, that's just about any spot on the floor.
Lillard attacking. Holmes with the steal.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
Absolutely. You have to execute. No reason why they can't get a couple of chances at scores.
Oh, that was a nice one.
Hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Another turnover for
And gets
Lillard.
hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking there in front, thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
The Pacers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Bender, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Justin Anderson. Fields checked in for Isaiah Cannon. And Jordan Crawford is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Crawford outside. The pass to Bender. He feeds it to Hield. Pass to Carmelo. That one's not going to go.
Well, that's tough defense in the paint, harassing him every step of the way.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Carmelo, first half in the books. What do you need to focus on in the
All right, up at 9 at the halftime.
Well, just communication and trusting one another.
Not bad at all.
The next guy got his back, and we're just trying to get up and down, get going some way, somehow. For the most part, we did pretty good. A couple of adjustments on the defensive end. Make some shots, and we'll be fine.
Thanks for your time, Carmelo. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He ended up with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Pacers?
Well, Damian Lillard took control in the first half, Ernie. He's a new school point guard. He spaces the floor and scores in bunches. His leadership and playmaking also much needed.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Phoenix?
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge. And it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man's route, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. Well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound. They need to show some fight.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us, as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. And now the third quarter has to get going. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
And Phoenix has possession. They trail by 9 points. Bender out there with Shabazz Muhammad. Then there's Jordan Crawford. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Westbrook. Count the basket. Westbrook's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Suns.
Very hard to match the speed of Russell Westbrook. He's got change of speed and blow-by ability.
Lillard attacking, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Crawford passes to Westbrook. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Damian Lillard.
We know that Russell Westbrook isn't afraid to mix it up inside. He knows how to get defenders to hit him on these opportunities.
And one thing you have to say about Russell Westbrook, he is an absolute star. I mean, the type of player you can build around and win with. Just the total package on the offensive end of the floor.
The numbers Westbrook put up last season in his MVP run, Greg, just staggering.
And you figured his numbers would get a bump, but I don't think anybody could have expected this guy to average a triple-double. I mean, arguably the most impactful superstar in the league.
Stolen by Bender. Anthony nowhere around. Hands it from downtown. Anthony's got 7 points in the game.
That's one of the qualities you just love watching. I mean, Melo rises and fires, drops.
Let's take a timeout here. I gotta look at the game stats, the box score. It's all Westbrook right now. We got Lillard, Patterson, and Udo. Let's see, what can I change here?
Pretty much whenever he sees a little bit of space.
Timeout called the Pacers. Doors with defensive rules now allowing teams to play a sort of soft zone. Does that make it easier to hide bad defensive players on your team?
Well, it certainly gives you one avenue. I don't think you can play zone in the NBA for any extended period because the coaching is too good and the skill level of the players would destroy a zone if you gave a steady diet of it. I do believe, however, that hiding a defensive weakness comes down to personnel. How many can you hide on one particular floor? Somebody's going to get exposed somewhere if there's too many.
No doubt. Free throw good from Lillard.
I think if you think about the Pacers in the last decade and the value they have found in the draft, right? Danny Granger gets taken.
Bradley was open there for the 3.
Roy Hibbert at 17. Lance Stevenson actually at 4.
My eyes are always on the basket.
Was 10th. Miles Turner 11th. That's a very good track record.
Holmes, that's a screen. Bender. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's the screen. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That will be foul number 5 on him. And the Pacers trading away draft picks in recent seasons for players like Luis Scola and Doris Thaddeus Young. Given their great draft record, does that surprise you?
Well, I think when you consider their keen eye for rookies and the ability to evaluate talent, it makes you wonder why they boxed themselves.
Oh, it's going to pass at the Udo.
I wonder if that had to do with the pressure to contend.
Sloppy is the only way you can describe his
almost got him fouled out.
Just way too many turnovers.
Giles checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Outside Westbrook. Anthony drives in.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Lillard. Averaging about 27 points per, 8 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
I think defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed, Greg. And that's why he's his team's leading scorer.
Green, he's checked in for the Suns. Both free throws good from Anthony.
You know, mark of a great offensive player, gets to the free throw line a ton, and that's Carmelo Anthony right there amongst the career leaders in free throws made.
Here's Udoh. Lays it in without an injury room around him.
He missed 2 free throws in a row. Probably going to make both of these now.
Crawford kicks to Green. There's the screen. Hangs, and he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Really like the energy I'm seeing from this offense. 3 for 4 to open the third.
Suns have shot 60% from the game, 6 of 10.
You love the skill set that Russell Westbrook has worked so hard to develop, guys. He can go with the drive, the jumper, and as an elite defender, boy, when he's locked in, it's trouble for the offense.
Oh.
Markkanen dishes to Barnes. Rebound by the Suns. Anthony's got rebound number 5 here tonight over Lillard. Here's Bender. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
How about the presence of mind of Bender going right back up with the shot after collecting that offensive rebound?
Outside Brett. Barnes against Anthony. It's tipped. Here's Udoh. And that one is good. Udoh's got 4 points this quarter. Suns trail by 3. Outside Westbrook. And it's sent back by Lillard. At the elbow, it's Udoh. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
He's got such soft touch around the rim. The D has to try to keep him out of the paint because if he gets close, it's lights out.
There's a screen. Anthony kicks to Crawford. Off target from outside. Indiana leading by 5.
Woo! Udoh on fire?
Westbrook
Should be.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Well, to say Russell Westbrook will give you a nightmare in transition. He'll keep people up at night.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. And Lillard kicks to Barnes. Got a piece of it.
That was a nice play. Made way too many turnovers. I think we're above the 10 already.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Westbrook against Lillard. Rocket 6. Unloads from 9. Here's Udoh. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And some changes here for the Pacers. Patterson, he's checked in for Markkanen. Risa comes in for Barnes. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Damian Lillard. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Woo!
Too many empty possessions.
Udoh's killing it.
Now they need a basket.
Here's Anthony.
He should definitely be on fire right now.
Assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist in the game.
You know, the ability to seize the opportunity, see the daylight, get that position, and mellow, one of the best to ever do it.
Beverly, the pass to Ariza. Here's Patterson. His 3-pointers off the mark.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Green. 6 points for him. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Westbrook.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Beverly dishes to Patterson. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around, just lucky he was off. And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this time...
And we're tied back up. Let's take a timeout here.
Dehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And Phoenix making a change here. Jennings is checked in. The Pacers also with the sub. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Udoh. For Indiana, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. They set the screen. Now here's Beverly. D right on him. Really left alone that time. And it's 9 points for Avery Bradley.
I'll tell you, Avery Bradley showing great confidence in that three-point ability. The defense has now got to keep him legit.
Here's Anthony. But he recovers it. It's back to Jennings. Outside, Green.
Woo!
Anthony against Patterson. Anthony sets the pick for Green. A second chance effort. Good D by Ariza. Pacers leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Patterson. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Patterson's got 15 points.
Well, the classic stretch 4, right? Patrick Patterson creates so much space when he hits these mid-range jumpers. Nice.
Jennings kicks to Anthony. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Anthony's got 9 points now in just the second half.
You know, he clearly made adjustments at halftime. Smooth offense right now.
Bradley against Crawford. Pass to Beverly. Feeds to Ariza. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Hawes. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And the Pacers lead by 5.
That's all about the positioning right there. Doesn't let anybody beat him to the spot before he can get the follow-up.
Crawford passes to Bender. The 18-footer is right on the mark. 9 points in the game so far.
Listen, we know Bender is lethal with that jumper, and when he gets that kind of room from the mid-range...
I think he's 3 for 5 from the 3 now.
Draft.
Right, and I think, Kev, his rookie season was mostly just a year for him to get his feet wet in the league. You saw flashes of his touch and abilities, and once that shot gets consistent, I think you can see why people are excited about what he brings at his size.
And a chance now to review the shot chart for Phoenix.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out. And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
Muhammad dishes to Jennings. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, Brandon Jennings, the last few seasons, has bounced around from team to team.
Well, we know Brandon Jennings has never been a consistent shooter, and teams are aware of that. Right now, his best role is coming off the bench. He's got to be able to create space for others with his speed and penetration ability.
And Jennings drops them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Beverly, the pass to Hawes. Dishes it to Neal. For 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
I'll tell you, there are guys in the league you can give that 3-point attempt to. He is not one of those guys.
Beverly against Jennings. Poked away. Back to Beverly. They set the pick. In the corner, Neal with it. No good from outside. Suns trail by 6. And here is Muhammad. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Now Beverly. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's an 8-point Indiana lead.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Jennings kicks to Hield. Now the dish to Muhammad. Over Ariza. And Muhammad gets it to go. Muhammad's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, the talent is there. You just keep waiting for Muhammad to find that consistent force.
Patterson, the screen. Kicks it out to Ariza. On deep. Bender with the rebound. Bender's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Muhammad. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Hey, Doris, Shabazz Muhammad, a player that has slid nicely into that 6-man role, comes in looking to score, but does so in an efficient manner and can help his offense without taking too many shots.
Right, Kev. You don't find too many 6th men who will come and consistently shoot over 45%. Shabazz Muhammad has done exactly that, and it's rare to have that kind of efficiency off the bench.
And the Suns making a change here. Cannon's checked in. The Pacers also changing it up. Zimmerman, he's checked in for Patterson. Harrison Barnes comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Patrick Beverly. It's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Cannon. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Kicks it to Hield. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pacers lead by 6. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Indiana leading by 6. On the court for Indiana. Harrison Barnes is out there with Markkanen. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Gary Neal. And it's Zimmerman in at the 5 down low. Lillard dishes to Markkanen. Back to Lillard. 5 to shoot. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
There's a good screen. There's the feed to Bender. Now here's Hield. Neal defending. Cannon, that's a 2-pointer. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Lillard.
And they continue to control the glass.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And there's the pass to Cannon. It's the 3-point bomb.
And in that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Pass to Barnes. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Right. I mean, that's solid defense. At the very least, you like seeing them muck it up and make things difficult.
Russell Westbrook in for Isaiah Cannon. And Indiana with a change here, too. Udo's checked in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
There's the pick. Muhammad, the pass to Westbrook. Shoots over Lillard, and it's Westbrook missing. Pacers leading by 7. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Lillard attacking. Lillard again missing. Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Muhammad kicks to Hield. Back to Muhammad. Off the screen. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. And that's 31 points for Russell Westbrook. Westbrook against Lillard. Barnes left side. Stolen by Bender. Muhammad against Barnes. Hield dishes to Muhammad. Bender with the screen for Muhammad. Westbrook passes to Muhammad. Anthony up on top. He dishes it to Muhammad. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Now just a 2-point Indiana lead.
Well, it's night and day when Muhammad's deep threat is working.
And the Pacers call time here.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
He's checked in for Gary Neal. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. This is a close game, as you know, but he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move, right now. Kevin?
Gerald Green, he's checked in for Muhammad. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Westbrook. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Well, it's prove it time. Fourth quarter. Don't get it done now. No more chances.
Here's Lillard. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. They get it back. The shot's good from Westbrook.
With his fast jumping ability, Russell Westbrook is a nightmare on the offensive glass. What an insane vertical.
Lillard with it, out guarded by Bender. Barnes kicks to Udoh. And he banks in the layup. Udoh's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Westbrook dishes to Bender. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good. Jordan Crawford's checked in for Phoenix. There's a screen. Green, the screen. And here's Anthony from the arc. Pacers with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip. And Gerald Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know, you've got to be composed mentally right now at this time of the game. It's really careless play right there.
Here's Lillard. Inside, Udoh, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Udoh's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Westbrook from 16 feet away. He cans it.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Lillard on top. He's covered by Westbrook, and Lillard gets it to go.
Yeah, you got to enjoy seeing Lillard fire away here. An awesome scorer who can just take over games all by himself.
Here's Westbrook. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Lillard. That shot, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Westbrook with it. He kicks it to Bender. Outside, Green. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And you got to love the unselfish play of Bender. When he sees a teammate wide open, he does not hesitate at all to whip the ball over to him.
The kick out to Barnes. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Lillard. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Lillard's got 10 points in the quarter.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
That's it, and the Pacer lead has cut that down to 2 points on the basket from Russell Westbrook.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Right, you love the aggressiveness. This guy is willing to take over at the key opportunities.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The Suns have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. He feeds it to Bender. Anthony on the wing. And it's Anthony with the jam.
You know, power and finesse, that is the essence of Carmelo Anthony's offensive brilliance.
Lillard against Westbrook. Lillard, the pass to Udoh. And Udoh with the stuff.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Now, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
Westbrook, no good.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 16 here in the second half.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Lillard against Westbrook. And the shot goes in. Westbrook's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Dominating this quarter. He's been absolutely fantastic shooting the ball, and they still trail.
Lillard attacking over Westbrook. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Suns trail by 4. Here's Crawford. Tries again, and it's good on the layup.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Quinn.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up his man and trains it despite having the size on him.
Barnes kicks to Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Here's Lillard. Lays it up off the glass. Lillard's got 33 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Crawford kicks to Westbrook. And the rejection by Udoh. And they'll keep possession. Bender, no good.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just 1 in the first.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Stolen by Westbrook. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
The Suns making a switch here. Hamid's checked in. Patterson, he's checked in for the Pacers. And the free throw, no good. Indiana's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Lillard attacking. Count it.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
And he knows how much was riding on that possession, and he wanted to score.
Suns trail by 5. Bender with the screen for Crawford. Pass to Bender. Feeds it to Anthony. Over Barnes. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Bender. 17 points for Carmelo Anthony.
There's not a doubt in the building who they were going to look for the score, and that's Carmelo Anthony delivering again.
Lillard. Yes! And the foul. It's going to go on Dragan Bender.
Still attacking. Building on this lead coming down the stretch.
I'll tell you, he's relentless right now. He's going straight at the defense and knocking down a lot of shots in this quarter.
That free throw good from Lillard. And here are the Suns now. 6-point game. Westbrook dishes to Bender. Here's Anthony. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Boy, Melo has made a name for himself with his mid-range game, and you can see why right there.
Lillard against Westbrook. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Crawford outside. Passes it to Anthony. Tries from 16. Not enough on that one as it misses. Pacers leading by 6. There's the pick. Here's Lillard. Also Westbrook with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from beyond. Porter's got number 1. Dishes it to Muhammad. Kicks it to Crawford. Suns moving the ball around. It's stolen by Bradley. Westbrook against Lillard. Basket is good.
Woo!
For one more at the free throw.
Another one.
And that was not intentionally. Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Some changes for Phoenix. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. And it's Buddy Hield in for Jordan Crawford. Markkanen, he's checked in for Indiana.
And we're at 44 points.
Time here. They're trailing by 9. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And Kevin,
all right.
No-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Some changes for Indiana. Patterson comes in for Markkanen, and Trevor Ariza subbed in for Harrison Barnes. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. The 3 from Anthony, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Anthony on the double team. Bradley with the ball. Now Anthony defending. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Outside Bradley. Just 5 on the clock. The dish to Patterson. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. And the Pacers lead by 9. Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 9. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And just trying to salvage anything at this point, even if it's just some momentum heading into the next one.
No, I think you're exactly right, Greg. You've got to take any positive you can get. You'd like to see them come together and build something, even if it's in a loss.
And that's out of bounds.
Nice one, Udo.
Retain possession.
And we got another win here.
And it's the Suns with the ball. They trail by 9 points.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce.
I love how the ball is popping outside on the perimeter. It's being moved and finding the open man, and they're cashing in.
Lillard is killing it.
Good on the first.
I think that's the best fourth quarter any player has had. And Udo's third quarter was crazy.
So it gets them both.
This season for our team, I mean, not in the history of the NBA.
15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook kicks to Anthony. To the left side wing. Here's Bender. Laces one from 3.
Just awesome to watch Bender step up there. He has a ton of confidence in himself, taking great pride in scoring in situations like that. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Lillard time for sure.
Now here's Hield. Latrey can't get it to fall.
All right.
So the Pacers take the win. A narrow win under difficult
Still got a good win here.
As the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Damian, what does tonight's win in the context of your good play lately mean to the team?
It means we're getting better. You might not be able to see it from the outside, but in practice every day we were making improvements. Guys were just a step faster. And the last 2 games we've been able to put it together in the game.
It's showing out on the floor. Congrats again, Damian. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
All
Great
right.
to see you once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
He got 3 and 1s in the fourth quarter. Was just killing it. Let's check out the box score here. Westbrook 41 points, Lillard 48. And we won by 7. So it was basically Westbrook against Lillard this game. He had 10 assists though. Damn, Lillard had 7 turnovers. It's way too much. Points responsible for 64, 65. Let's check out the highlights. That was a crazy fourth quarter. Even got a block on Westbrook. Man, that was a nice layup on Bender. Not a lot of dunks here. All layups almost. Killing it. Udo, 25 points. Is that a season high? Might be. All right, and Patterson was 4 for 8 from 3. Udo a double-double, 14 rebounds as well. That's the most in the game. Lillard with the most points in the game. Westbrook had most assists. and most steals as well. Udo 2 blocks, Lillard 1 block. He's getting about a block a game now. His defense is really improving. We had 13 turnovers. They had 7. Check out the field goal. Over 50%. Westbrook had 17 out of 34. Lillard had 16 out of 24. Taking less shots, but more of them are good shots. Bradley missed his only free throw. I mean, the screen was shaking more than any other away game this season. It felt like it's really hard to make free throws, but he was the only one that missed. Points responsible for Carmelo Anthony. They were going through him in like the last minute and a half out of the last 2 minutes. He was posting up, trying to score some jumpers or maybe some fadeaways, things like that. He made a few. And then they just started going through threes and actually made 2 of those. We still managed to get the win here. They had to start fouling us, and we were just making free throws easily. 44% from 3. That's a good number. 62% from the floor. Again, they had 14 shots more, and we only made 1 less. But we made 13 more free throws. Again, our fast break points, sometimes we barely get any. But for a while they were saying like in the last 30 days we have the most fast break points, but we just got 2 now. 82 points in the paint. We're back at our crazy paint playing. Just making a bunch of points right at the basket. Actually had more second chance points this time. We outboarded them by 5. It's not too much in total. See, 13 turnovers is too many, though. We can't do that type of stuff in the playoffs. I've said it many times. I gotta improve on that. 7 for Lillard. So it would have just been 6 if it wasn't for Lillard throwing the ball away all the time. They didn't lead once, so we were winning the whole game. They did tie it up twice, I think, but took a timeout, I think, both times, and ended up winning by 7 with 2 timeouts remaining. All right, doing good. Doing real good. Let's see if the owner wants to talk to us about not listening to him. He told us not to say, to just deny the relocation rumors, but we said, we went no comment. I want to check something out here. Udo is season highs. Is that a thing? Let's see, recent games, 25 points. He probably got a little more once. Nope, that was his season high. Before that, it was 24 in the first game against the Nets. He got 24 points. He just beat that by 1. See, where did he get the most rebounds? 15, 16. 16 rebounds is the most for him. All right, so looking good, and we should still be first place everywhere, of course. We're almost at 700 now, if we keep this up. We're the only team that has only lost 14 games in the entire league. Pistons are still winning. They won 8 in a row now. They're in 4th place now in the conference. Davis is killing it, I guess. I want to see how many points a game he's been getting. Career stats. He's still only under the 20. Isn't that good? Should be getting more points, but I guess they're playing through other players on that team. And it's not under 100 yet. We got 40,000 coins now, 41,000. Anything happen here? Yep, Thiago Splitter for Raul Neto. I think that they're both Brazilian. Brazil. So 2 Brazilian players just got traded for each other. All right. And we are now about 4.5 weeks away from All-Star. So, yeah, still first place conference, division, and league. We are the best team in the league right now, and have been for a while. Three in a row. Now I got a game against the Jazz. Russell, Hardaway, Batum, Saric, and Cousins. Pretty good team. I played with Rondo and Davis against Cousins and Holiday, all Pelicans players from last season. On the blacktop, and Cousins is more difficult to defend than you would expect, especially with a guy like Anthony Davis. So it's going to be a tough one, and I think that they have good three-point shooters here. I mean, the entire starting 5 can shoot threes. And they got Crabbe on the bench, Bertans, Temple. This is a real three-point shooting team, the Jazz. So we're going to have to defend the perimeter. All right. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I was really trying to fight Lillard to get more points than Westbrook in that game. And we managed to get it done. 48 points to 14. He did have more assists though, but we had one more rebound. And we blocked him once, but we did get 7 turnovers, where I think maybe 3 or 4 were Westbrook steals. But yeah, you can steal. I'll get the points. I'll be the better player if you get the steals. All right, so yeah, that's it really. See you later.